What's up, party people? I hope you can hear me. That would be awful if not. I'll delete the video if that's the case. But here we are. I am so stoked to be here live in this new community we've got going here, nurturing this new Stress Loop Rewire community. Super stoked to have you on board. Thank you for being here. This is a Saturday morning quickie, like 5 minute energy reset practice we're going to do together. I know you've got shit to do, and I am, so do I. So let's make this something that's fun, fast, and we can move on with our day. This energy reset is really just so you can release some of the tension gremlins so that you can get centered and then go slay your day. I've always realized that you can't just do this once and then be good for the rest of your day. So I do encourage you to try this practice on for size, and if it sticks, it feels good for you, do it throughout your day anytime you feel that tension creeping in. And again, I am so stoked to have this new community that I'm nurturing, and I would love if you would help me help it grow. So if you have any wellness pro friends or anybody, yoga instructors that you know, anybody just looking to reset their stress loop patterns so that they can rewire, start to feel less stressed and better, more centered, more grounded day to day. Even if they're not a wellness pro, I'm sure they'll still get something out of this. But this is kind of a community for that, and I'll share why in a minute. But I would love if you would share, invite friends, whatnot. It would be so fun to grow the community together and have your peeps in here. Like, how fun would that be to hang out with your peeps? So with that being said, a little bit about me, because this is a new group. You may not know me, you might know me a little bit, but mainly I am here to call out the fallacy that just because you're a wellness pro, that you are like stress-free. I'm here to call out that stupid Zen facade, poster child for the Zen facade fallacy is what I call it. We are human and we are subject to the stressors that everybody else is all day long. And yes, we have the tools in our toolkit, and yes, we are pros at leading others and guiding them in this, in meditations or energy work or whatever your healing modality is. Maybe it's just wellness and like the beauty side of things. Like, wellness can encompass so many things, but people look up to us as these people who like have it all together. And there are some that really have it on lock, so freaking bravo to you. And then there's others who I can relate to that are subject, like I said, to life's ups and downs, who get caught up from time to time, who are really great at serving others and holding them accountable for their practices and being the example when in the moment or in leading a class or one-on-one with a client, but in their day-to-day might slip back into old patterns and habits and forget to do the stuff ourselves. So I have had this happen so many times. So a little bit about me: I have been in the wellness industry for over a decade, teaching yoga and meditation. Love it. But I'll tell you, I have been a hot mess so many times. I literally ended up in the doctor's office with heart palpitations, chest pains, panic attacks. I have dealt with depression, with anxiety, with overdoing, with underdoing, with self-worth issues. Like, I have had the full gamut of everything. And yet I was out there leading others to wellness and teaching them meditation techniques and like really trying to be this Zen person when inside I was a flippin' hot mess. And I always felt like a bit of a fraud. Like, I'm gonna get found out. Like, here's my dirty little secret: I'm actually really human and I'm not this zened out yoga teacher. And for a long time that really bothered me. And I finally just dropped that at some point and realized, you know what? We all need to be held accountable for our practices in terms of keeping up with them ourselves in order to be in a place to be centered and grounded to best serve our clients. But not only that, that, you know, we're just human and we're in this very human experience, and we really need to just give ourselves all, not a little, but a fucking lot of grace because there's no shortage of the onslaught of social media, of just even noise in our environment, whether it be, you know, commercials or the people you're around from day to day. I mean, it's endless. I could go on forever about the different things that can disturb your energy throughout the day. So we really need to be in tip-top shape ourselves, and that just comes down to accountability. And that's why I built this group. That's what I'm going to be speaking to everybody about, because I can relate to that feeling of I'm out there helping others, but I get a little caught up myself. And it's really just needing to keep our wellness at the front of mind all the time in order to have that continuity. So you have two things. You have resilience, which is that bounce back. Something throws you off. How fast can you come back to center, re-regulate yourself? Um, and then there's sustained balance. So there's that balance that you toe the line all the time. You're never going to be always 100% in balance. You're just what I call towing the line. You sway a little bit here and there. You notice you catch yourself before you sway too far. You get back to center, and then something's going to pull you. So this sustained balance is really kind of like a wave. And then you get the things that like knock you off, like your kids do something, that something happens at work, awful, you get a flat tire, awful things happen all the time that just throw us totally off. How fast can you have the resilience to come back? So that's really what we're going to talk about in general all the time. But I'd love if you put your value in, because you are wellness pros. You have tools in your toolbox that maybe you just need to remember to use, or you do use, and you're like, I think other people would really benefit from this if I just shared this. We all need reminders. We do. So please share. I'd love to. And if you have any products, if you have any services, if you have any upcoming retreats, share. Let's help each other out here. Okay, so that's enough chatter. I'm really excited to get to our quickie energy reset. Before I do, I just want to mention that I would love if you would take the time out for yourself and get my free resource, my audio. It's Yes, This Too is the name of the audio. It's a 10-minute free download where you can listen to, and it's really just going to walk you through, it's a guided meditation. It's going to walk you through releasing resistance so you can sink into the present moment, and you can really just become centered in this moment. A lot of our tension, our chronic tension, a lot of us may experience chronic tension. I was a holder of that for decades, so I get that. It's a very instilled, ingrained, and gripping something that happens that stays with you that you have to really work to undo. A lot of the tension we feel that then can turn into chronic tension is resistance. Resistance to everything that's coming into your field, everything that is pulling you out of your center, that's distracting you, that's another obligation, another concern, another worry. It gets to the point where anything that comes in, you just you want to block it, you want to contract. And the key to reducing that chronic tension is to relax and just allow it. So it's kind of like, what you resist persists. If you try not to think thoughts, you're going to have more of them. If you try to block everything in your life from happening, it's going to feel really oppressive, and you're going to start to contract and really grip. So the key is to just ride the wave, notice the things, let them be, allow it. It's all about allowance, about surrender, and just being like, yeah, all right, this too. All right, that too. Yeah, that too. Whatever. So I would love if you would take the time out to listen to the audio, to treat yourself. I crafted it especially from my heart for you. I'm going to drop the link in the comments after this video is uploaded. So it's also in the group in one of the featured posts. You can comment on that post, and I can get you the link then, but easier just to get the link out of the comments after I post this. Okay, enough chatter. Let's get to our energy reset. So one thing we're going to do is we're going to work with this tension that's in our body. So you might bring up to mind something that has been bugging you, something that's maybe causing some tension, or maybe you're just working with general tension in your body. I call them tension gremlins. So we tend to have places where tension hangs out naturally. For me, it's my jaw, my hands. I grip things and I don't even realize it. My shoulders, like my face, my lips will purse. So it's kind of this whole region right here where my tension gremlins are, and they are our BFFs. I'll talk about them another time, about how we can actually befriend them and use them as our confidantes. But what we're gonna do is I want you to tune into where those places are for you, And if there is a situation that's been causing you particular tension, bring it to mind because I want you to feel the tension right now. It sounds counterproductive, but I want you to summon it because all of this is just energy. It's just energy, okay? It's not going to kill you. I mean, it could if you let it bottle up too much and you have a freaking heart attack over the thing. But what I'm talking about is you're allowed to feel the energy of any emotion, anything, thought that comes up. If you feel it and acknowledge it and you don't resist it, you just make peace with it, it will pass. You can transmute it. That is your power to transmute energy. And I'm talking to people who, I think the majority of you are well versed in some of the energetics, so this isn't too woo. For others of you, just know you have the power to transmute whatever energy is you are experiencing in your body, and change your experience. So that's what we're going to do today. So summon the tension, and we're gonna do this together, also physically, so that we can release it. Because a lot of us have forgotten what it feels like to relax. If you've been holding chronic tension in you, you're in a state like that's your norm, that's your baseline. You don't even realize you're tense sometimes until something goes wrong. You get a headache, you pull a muscle, you lash out at someone, and then you're like, oh, maybe I've been a little tense, a little. So we need to retrain our body to get into a state of relaxation and make it a normal thing again. So it's nice to recognize what is tension, what is relaxation. So we're going to practice this together. I'll move you through a little something after that, and then you'll be on your merry little way. Okay, so stick with me here. What I want you to do is summon that tension. And to help you out, I want you to start by taking your hands and gripping into fists as hard as you frickin' can. And let that gripping travel tense into your biceps up your shoulders. Bring your shoulders up to your ears. Grip your face, squint your face. Squeeze your abs now. Squeeze your buns, squeeze your legs, your calves, flexion, curl your toes. Every bit of you is tense. Take a deep breath in and hold, and then exhale and relax, like completely melt like butter in the hot sun. Just let that go and just take a few breaths here to self-regulate. And I want you to just note the next round. We're going to do this 3 rounds. So the next 2 rounds, I just want you to notice the difference in your energetic state from tension and contraction, from gripping to the full-blown melt, relaxation. Just notice the different states of that. Okay, here we go again. Start gripping. Grip fists, forearms, biceps, shoulders up to the ears. Squint your face, down to the belly. Squeeze those abs, squeeze your buns, squeeze your calves, curl your toes. Everything is tight, tight, tight. Take a deep breath in. Hold, tightening for 3, 2, 1, and then all right, let it go. And just breathe right here where everything is calm. It gets a little quiet, right? Think about that too. When you're squeezing, like how frenetic does the brain get? The whole body, everything's like buzzing. And then we let go and we release and we're like, oh. And the mind goes quiet. And the body feels good. That's what we're going for. I want you to notice these things throughout your day. When are you getting all frenetic, spastic in your head? When is your body like, when are you gripping the crap out of your pen or your cup? Can you relax? And if you got to do this, do it. Just maybe not in public. One more round. Let's do it together. Really give it your all. Grip, 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 grip. Fists, forearms, biceps, shoulders, face, abs, buns, legs, feet. Hold the breath in. Take a deep breath. Hold, hold, hold. One more hold. And exhale, release. Release. Take a deep breath in through your nose. I want you to close your eyes if you're not already. And then if you're not comfortable doing that, just take a low gaze so your eyelids are partially closed and relaxed. And with your eyes closed, I just want you to breathe. If you're able to breathe in and out through your nose, go there. Otherwise, just slight breath in and out. Maybe even slow the breath down just a tad. And I want you to relax all the muscles around your eyes. Release your jaw. Soften the mouth. Drop your shoulders. Let that belly be soft when you breathe. I want you to notice your ribs, the bottommost ribs, and just plug into that physical sensation of them expanding as you inhale and contracting as you exhale. And just stay with that movement for just a few breaths here. I'll do it with you. And then when you're ready, I want you to just draw your awareness up into your heart center and just kind of nestle in there. Shoulders still soft, arms and hands relaxed. No control over the breath. And with your focus in that heart center, I want you to silently repeat and complete this sentence to yourself. In order for me to release resistance, I must. And just notice what comes up, what comes into your awareness. In order for me to release resistance, I must. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Let it fall out the mouth and just slowly flutter your eyes open. All right. So as you go out throughout your day today, release those tension gremlins. Get centered, get in your body, get grounded. And think about what it is that you know deep in your heart you must do so that you can continue to stay in this place where you are centered, you're regulated, and stay with that. And if anything came up for you, I would love if you would just drop like a word, a one-liner or whatever in the comments of what it is that you feel you must do to just stay in that space. Check out the comments. I'm going to have that link in there for the audio. Take some time out, 10 minutes. Listen to it. It's going to do you well, my friends. All right. Invite your friends, share, and more importantly, thank you for being here. Keep being awesome out there. And I look forward to seeing you next time. All right. Peace out, my friends.